Hello everybody and welcome to Romancefull's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading, a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody, so please take whatever resonates with you and simply leave the rest of it aside. If ever you do have any questions, if ever you would like to inquire about having your own reading, please do contact me. All of my information is right here below into the YouTube description box. Also, if you do enjoy the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please do take a brief moment of your time to click the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it is always and greatly appreciated, and I do thank you in advance. So that being said, we're going to jump right into this reading. This is a dedicated reading, as it is channeled reading with Spirit. Spirit wants to give you, my dear friends Aquariuses, some warnings. So let's go and see what warnings are awaiting you. We are going to begin with Grumpy Red Fairy. Violet Duchess. We have Death and the Maiden, and we have Carnivorous Flower Fairy. So let's begin with the Grumpy Red Fairy. Here we go. This is all about being your true self. Okay, it's wanting to be you, wanting to be free without everyone giving you their opinion. It's about liking to be different. It's about not wanting to change unless you want to change. It's about not having that need to fit in and only being true to yourself. And the people who think that you should be smiling or wearing a pretty dress, or you should stop messing with your hair, or whatever it is, tattoos, piercings, black clothes, it does not matter what it is. The scariest looking people sometimes are the kindest and the sweetest on the inside. So this is all about having fun, being playful, sometimes being even defiant, but just being you, being rebellious even, I'd have to say. So this is really about not necessarily going with conformity. It's being who you are. And if that's who you are, then that is perfect. And that is who you need to show. To some people in this world, sadly, it's all about fitting in. It's all about playing by the rules, and it's because they put so many restrictions on themselves. They get very, very disapproving when somebody else shows up and they're not quite the same. They're not fitting into that square box. So this is really about being your own true self, whatever that is, from day to day. If it's wearing black, if it's experimenting with your hair, if it's joining a rock band, just don't fake it. Just be yourself. Don't smile and be sugar sweet, all nice and sweet, just because you think that's how you should be. Be real. Be authentic. Be funny. Be you. And you know what? Try some different things. Find out who you are. And then the smiles that come out are going to be genuine, and they are going to warm the hearts of everybody. So this is the Grumpy Red Fairy really trying to tell you that you should just be yourself and love yourself exactly the way that you are. Following up, we have the Violet Duchess, and she is stifled, bored, and stuck. That being said, in your admirable quest for balance here, you can actually become a little bit too neutral. Pretending to be serene or acting polite, not making the waves, and not really speaking your truth. It's coming back to the red grumpy fairy over here. Now that she has arrived here, this is about showing you exactly how you feel, and it's time to discover, or maybe rediscover, a raw and honest emotional reaction that you had to a person or to an issue, and to simply express it. It's all very well being, a lover of harmony and not wanting to be a troublemaker, but being a lukewarm person in regards to a situation that really matters to you is not going to do you any favors. Bottling up your true self, in turn, leads to unhealthy relationships, aches, pains, even some illness. So whenever the Violet Duchess shows up, you need to go for the passionate, for the truthful option, and rediscover just how strongly you can feel and how much fun you can have doing so. Your desire to be liked, to please, and to really even just be seen, let's say as a lady, as a woman, or as a gentleman, is cheating yourself out of something wonderful that you deserve to experience. Sometimes there are rules that simply need to be broken. Keeping to the spirit of the law sometimes means breaking the letter of the law. So that's how things change. Now there is a situation at the moment that has revealed itself unjust. unfair, and absolutely unattractive to you. But you have yet to speak up. And the most inspiring thing about this situation is that you are going to discover just how safe it is for you to stand up for what you truly believe in. Others, they will be inspired too. So while it feels like you're taking a risk at first, after a while, you're going to realize that you've really started your own little revolution, if you will. So this is about standing your ground. So far, very strong messages. Be your true self. Standing your ground, not stifled, bored, and stuck. Now, death and the maiden. Very, very important. Okay, this message coming up. Here we go. So, what I'm going to say at first is going to seem a little bit like a thought. What is going on here, okay? So, this here, the skeleton, is either sought to be the partner or death, okay? This is, I thought this was love, okay? But now I can see and I can feel that it's really quite invasive. The skeleton, says that it cares for me, and yet it just wants to take from me. This no longer feels right, but I feel helpless and I feel vulnerable. What can I do? How do I break free? And what if what it says is true, that it loves me, and I am fearful for no reason? Is that possible? Your message. There's a very out of balance relationship between you and another right now at this time. It may be that you are death here, taking too much and imposing on another, and all the while blind as this skeleton to the truth. Or it may be that you're the maiden and you have no defenses against another who is simply draining you, claiming all the while to love you. You may have been drawn into this drama and color and entertainment of a relationship that is full of highs and lows and passion, but you are now discovering that it's tiring, it's draining, and it is simply lacking in respect. It is time for you to truthfully assess this relationship and take the steps to be safer, to be more protected and more respected. Do not attempt to convince death here of its problems. No. Those real people will only draw closer. They're going to cling harder and they're going to convince you that you are the one who has the problem, not them. So you may feel fear as to what they're going to do once you separate from them, as they are very vindictive and can be malicious. But freedom is worth the trial of separating. Ask yourself, is this relationship healthy for me? And if the answer is no, then you must take the steps to go. And we're going to conclude over here with the carnivorous flower fairy. This is about a tempting offer that's going to have a very high price that you're going to be receiving. Now, you may observe someone speaking cruelly about others, sending out toxic energy, seeming to feel extremely entitled to money, to fame, to life force, to attention, but unable to create their very own. They treat themselves like if they're royalty and as if others are simply their servants, whose purpose is to fulfill their wishes. Well, they can be charming, they can be cunning, because they do what you to do something for them. They want you to do something for them. They spend much of their time trying to feed off others. And if you deny them this, they become very angry. Narcissistic, they see you as a source for them, a way of getting something. And this is sad, but even sadder if you allow yourself to be their victim. And this could indicate either a person, a workplace, a belief system that is demanding, all-consuming, and almost cult-like in its practices and even its ethics. So whatever or whomever this carnivorous flower fairy represents in your life, it is a dangerous alliance to contemplate. Do not get too close. Observe and learn if you must, and do not become an experiment. They will bite you, and they will try to take from you. It is their own very nature. So beware. And this does conclude, my dear friends, Aquarius, your warning reading with Spirit. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I do hope that I brought you some interesting messages that you're going to be able to apply. I do wish you a beautiful day. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I wish you a beautiful day, many blessings, and I will see you tomorrow with a new message.